Okay, so what will we be talking about in today's video? Today we'll have a couple of segments where we will be speaking about the current market situation, and we will be taking a look if there is a high probability of the market dumping further, or is this the bottom yet and we are in for a bull market. We will be also looking at a couple of on-chain altcoins which have been showing strength even with most of the tokens and coins dumping. So this might be something to look into deeper if you're into risking and taking trades in the current market. Okay, so as you can see here, we're looking at the CMC Crypto Fear and Greed Index, which usually has been a good indicator of the sentiment. And if we would be going into this deeper, we would be seeing the high of 88 points as extreme greed, and yearly low is 15, which was basically yesterday. So this marks the investors' sentiment, how they see the market, if they are optimistic or pessimistic about the market, if they are holding or buying. So now we are getting into the extreme fear territory, and as you can see, the Bitcoin price has been marked here, usually with these red zones which mark extreme fear is when the smart money is accumulating and deploying capital. Okay, and the extreme greed is close to the top. Okay, so to make it simple, the sentiment is very bad around cryptocurrency. We have been seeing a lot of ETF outflows, which shows that the institutions have also been selling. All of this is correlated directly to the liquidity index. Here we can see it on the chart as we have the liquidity index in front of us. Currently it's dropping. The US liquidity index has been dropping, and this is correlated also with the top stocks, which you will be seeing now on your screen. The SP 500 is the index of 500 top stocks in the US market, and as you see, they have been experiencing a correction. This is the daily chart, and we have been seeing a couple of red candles on my chart. Those are marked as blue candles, so a slight correction, but still the uptrend is intact, which I use the EMA zone to show. So there is a potential bottom forming, especially here we can see the RSI, MFI, and stochastic RSI zone, which is showing oversold area. The MFI and our stochastic RSI are now under oversold, which is showing us that there are chances of bottoming, and more like that we're closer to the bottom than at the top. Usually these oscillators are useful to mark some kind of zones, but still there might be a reaction of this EMA. This is 100 EMA on the daily chart. Here we can note this zone, which would be also the support, and these things are usually correlated with the crypto market. The US stock market is directly correlated with the crypto market, while the crypto market is more risk on, and these is less risk on, but they are connected. So looking at the macro situation, there has been issues with liquidity. There have been issues with liquidity. The QT is ending officially on December, which is bullish in the long term for risk on assets, as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are benefiting mostly from liquidity. So once the Fed starts buying assets and expanding the asset sheets, that means injecting liquidity into the market. This can positively and will positively impact the crypto market. Okay, so let's now look at the chart, the Bitcoin chart, Ethereum chart, and total cryptocurrency charts to have a broader picture on what to expect. Bitcoin. So making it clear, Bitcoin has experienced a strong correction. Now they we are at a strong support zone around 90k. This is also marking the yearly open around 93k. So let's say this is a zone. It's all important on the weekly chart. We're looking at the daily chart now. So if this week we will get a pump above 93k, this might mark a bottom, temporary bottom at least. Difficult to call a long-term bottom, but yeah, the sentiment is bad. Potential Bitcoin bear market is here. We can just look at the EMA zones. Yes, on the daily, this has been broken, and we will need to close above 100k to get back intact. If we look at the weekly, I like to look at the EMA. As I already told you guys, this is a good indicator of the trend. If it's still above, we are still in an uptrend, which doesn't mean that the market is cooked yet. So looking at this zone here where I mark with the line, the EMA is marked, and there is a potential bounce happening. If we even go to 83k and we get a sharp dynamic bounce, it could mark the bottom. But we need to find buyers. Currently, there are more sellers than buyers, and there's not so much demand at these levels still, as there is panic in the market. But we are seeing some big whales accumulating Bitcoin. Okay. Now let's look at the very important chart, Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin bear market may have started. Okay, we have lost the trend on lower time frames, but that doesn't mean that altcoins are cooked. Okay, we are seeing several altcoins outperforming Bitcoin, such as Zcash, some privacy coins like Dash, Monero, and so on, while Bitcoin is dumping. Okay, Zcash hit like $800, which is which gave a great performance. So what I would be expecting, as you can see, I marked here head and shoulders patterns on Bitcoin dominance, and what I would be expecting it to dump lower. With this dump, we would see the top altcoins such as Ethereum, Solana, and Hyperliquid, for example, to show strength and to potentially rise in US dollar value and especially in Bitcoin value. So with this, we would need to see this play out, and hopefully around end of the year, we will be seeing sharp declines. So with QE starting, there is potential of more altcoin buy pressure, which can be correlated to this happening, because the market usually front runs what happens. For now, we're experiencing a lot of panic. What about Ethereum? Ethereum, guys, Ethereum is currently on the support here. As you can see, the EMA is holding Ethereum. This is the weekly chart. So if Ethereum closes around here or even a little bit higher, this will be bullish and potential tweezer bottom, which means two candles with wicks underneath. And our stochastic RSI is ready, gaining energy here. The RSI still has room to dump. So in case we don't hold, the next level is 2,600. Well, I wouldn't want this to happen, but this is probable. We need to look at both sides. My personal view is that Ethereum still has room to grow, and all-time high can be breached, right? That would be around 5K. And if we get the rotation to altcoins with most liquidity being injected into the market, we may see the biggest, let's say, alt season with strong altcoins being bid, as we see institutions still bullish. Okay, we have crypto total market cap. So crypto total market cap here, excluding top 10. This is the chart of the altcoins which are out of the top 10. So no ETH, no Solana, no stable coins, no BNB, and no Bitcoin. So this shows us the state of the altcoin market. And yes, we are still above on the weekly. We are still above the 200 DMA, which is acting as support. We saw a big bid here, and until we are above this line, right, we're bullish, right? We might see a wick, but The uptrend is still there. We had one pump, we had second pump, and once we cross over this green box, which may happen in many weeks, then we are open to go a lot higher. So for now, let's observe. I mean, this is the zone you kind of want to be bullish, and the invalidation would be somewhere closing a daily candle under this blue zone, going for the altcoins. Not every altcoin will pump, so we need to keep track of which altcoins are strong, which is the narrative. You have the revenue tokens such as Hype, as I mentioned before, very interesting altcoin. Now it's getting a little bit sold off, but definitely revenue is here and it's accumulating nicely in this range. So potential buy zones and sell zones. If you would want to scalp trade it, right? This is like the zone, and then you have a little bit lower, but this would be the range which is happening right now. Now at the bottom of the range. So hyper liquid, you have some other coins like I mentioned. Zcash is definitely the strongest one in the market, which has been correcting a little bit here, but still the uptrend is very strong. So longing might be the way to go, especially with the strong altcoins. Okay, you want to find the strong altcoins, long them, and if you want to hedge, you short the other weaker coins, because not everything can go up together, but with Bitcoin dominance is dumping. Okay, let's move on to the on-chain tokens. So I have prepared one for us, and I have been sharing this token in my Telegram channel. So I shared Edel here at 25 million FDV. It currently hit around 90 million, right? So then you can do the calculation. Clean over 3x on size, because the liquidity here was very solid, over 1 million in liquidity. Was locked, so you could easily drop in size. I also gave why I'm taking this trade, not paid by them at all. So we are printing very well in the channel. I'm sharing a lot of gems here. So if you're not in yet, you should be joining me. This is the link, and we are still printing while the market is shit. So Edel is a very interesting project. I still think it has potential to go a little bit further. I don't want to shill it to you to buy now, because, well, it's a risky market, so everything can crash easily. But so far we have been making good profit here, and there are always opportunities in this market where you can take advantage of. Okay, so Edel is one of these. It's on base chain. You can take a look, read a little bit about it, and see if you like it. Maybe if there's a dip, pick it up, or not, or wait for the next play. I usually share these plays in my Telegram, so if you're not there, feel free to join and get in touch with me. Okay, so to summarize, guys, summarize the market. Currently we are expecting some more strength in altcoins coming in the future. The altcoin season in index is not yet here, but we are seeing the Bitcoin dominance to drop, right? Bitcoin is still in a downtrend. There is a potential bottoming formation at 84k, which could expect to get a sharp drop, so maybe liquidate a bit more of the longers, and then get a pump, because everyone currently is, most of the market participants are now on stables or sidelined and not eager to join. So it would be funny to get them buying a lot higher. Okay, not many people are in profit now. The ones who are buying in 90 days, the Bitcoiners, are in loss. So let's see how it plays out. You know, you have to protect the capital, but there are still opportunities like ZEC here. You could have longed it easily, and on the dip, for example, and get a nice profit here, 2x on ZEC, and a couple of other tokens which are showing good strength. So these are the opportunities which we take and make money even when the market is bad. Okay, so that will be it for today, guys, and looking forward to see you in the next episode.